Good afternoon, good evening, good evening, brothers, or good morning. Welcome, brothers. Welcome to the last stream of the year. Crazy year. But press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Who's in the building tonight, man? Who's in the building? Okay. Who's here? Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Mr. Dark Ninja, Mr. Andrew Ski Gordon, fantastic. Welcome, brothers. Welcome. JP Money in the building. JP Money in the building. Awesome. Welcome, brothers. To again, like I mentioned, the last stream of the year. It'll be a call-in show later, so I won't speak for too long. We're gonna get callers in to speak about what they liked about the channel, favorite videos, interesting topics, our greatest dreams, etc. Okay, so I want to say first and foremost, a huge thank you to every single one who cash apped and super chatted this year. Thank you for the support. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and throughout 2022, so many of you supported in every stream. You cash at me on the side. It has been greatly appreciated. So thank you very much. And welcome aboard the new people to the channel. Welcome. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far, what you've listened to so far, and I hope it's helped you in some shape or form. I want to say shout out to all those in the Patreon. I know you're getting the information of your lives in the Patreon. That's a lot of hard work as well. So if you're on the Patreon right now, salute to you for the support. It is greatly appreciated. So that's my thanks for this year. It has been a year of craziness. I think we topped 2021. Press a 2 in the chat if we topped 2021, because 2021 was a great year. The year that I met Theo, that I met Thomas, that I met Jay Bones, Uncle Meet Goodbar, aka Sean Davis, Mr. The name escapes me. The name escaped Mufasa, Mr. Mufasa, Mr. Derek, the legend. Man, it was a great year. Oh man, and a shout out to Andre and Andre. I love Crossing Borders for the 20,000 Colombian currency for the love of the game. Thank you very much, Andre. It's been a minute, bro. It has been a minute. Andre, man, we had that interview where I interviewed you and your wife. That was a crazy, incredible interview. And of course, I'll be getting you both on the channel again in 2023 as an update, see where you both are, and we'll go on from there. So look out for that, Andre. I'll definitely be having you back on the channel in 2023. That was a great interview, and that inspired me to keep traveling, etc. Okay. Thank you, bro. Awesome. We definitely topped 2021. 2021 set the standards for 2022. 2019 was great. 2018 was great. 17, 16, but from 2020 onwards, I've met some amazing people. I've met a lot of amazing people. So I want to give a couple shout outs. Okay. If I have forgotten you, please don't be upset. I am an old man. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I'm only getting older. Okay. I'm not getting younger. So I want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Jeremy Sears. Jeremy Sears, he's a superstar. He's a superstar. He supported throughout the year. He always cash out me, always super chatted me. So shout out to Jeremy Sears. You are a legend. Okay. I want to say a huge shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker, who's in the building right now. Mr. Johnny, who I want to call best newcomer of the year. Okay, best newcomer of the year. Not only has he supported in most streams, okay, he he what's it called? He did amazing things, man. You know, he was on the Patreon. He always called in, and he always supported and asked great questions, man. So Mr. Andre and Mr. Andrew, sorry, you're a legend, bro. Huge shout out to Mr. Theo Waff, who is a legend in this space, does a great job, cares for the brothers, man. Genius, one of the smartest black men I've ever come across. He definitely ruled. He definitely ruled 2022. So Theo Waff, if you're watching this, you are a legend, brother. Huge shout out to the King of England, soon to be the King of Japan, Mr. Thomas Demihin, doing great things in the UK and in the IT space, in the Japan space. Thomas is a legend, man. So shout out to Thomas. Shout out to Derek Taylor, Mufasa, for his great work. Much appreciated to you for the support and for the advice. You are a legend, brother. Shout out to Mr. Sean Davis on Kimmy Goodbye. We had a great time over there in Vancouver, bro. You are a legend, brother. A huge legend. So thank you to you, Mr. Mr. Unkimmy Goodbye. Thank you, bro, for your hospitality. Thank you for what you've done. What you did for me. It has been greatly appreciated. Huge shout out to Jay Bones, the King of New York. Jay Bones, intelligent brother, doing great things. And man, thank you, Jay Bones, for the support as well. It's been greatly appreciated. And of course, shout out to Andre and Andre Love Crossing Borders, our favorite couple, doing great things in Colombia, and who I will definitely be seeing soon. And shout out to Andre and Andrea for the $10,000 Colombian support currency. Will be in UK and Europe for 3 months starting April. Let me know when you touch down, bro. Let me know ASAP. Looking forward to keeping in touch with you again, brother. Much appreciated, bro. We got Thomas Demihin in the house. I just gave you a shout out, Thomas. You just missed it. But a huge shout out to Thomas Demihin for being a superstar mod and being an amazing person. I also want to say a huge shout out to, who am I missing? Who am I missing? Who did great things this year for the channel? Who supported? Who asked great questions? I want to say a huge shout out to who else? Give me some names in the live stream chat. Is there someone I'm missing? Conrad Grant, yes, Conrad Grant, the King of California, soon to be the King of Costa Rica. Conrad Grant, thank you, bro, for the support this year. Conrad Grant is definitely always super chatted or cash out. He has been a great brother. Thank you, Conrad Grant. Much appreciation to you, brother. I want to say a huge shout out to Joe, who I speak to on a personal basis. Joe has been a great brother to speak to. Very intelligent, very knowledgeable. So shout out to you, Joe. Much appreciated. Okay. The year of the passport, bros. This has been a year where maybe I'm finally getting my props, And I wasn't the only brother almost 10 years ago that was doing travel content, but I was one of the first. Okay. And maybe I was the first, so I was one of the first, but it was my intention to make black men aware of their options. Okay. And 2022 has been the year where, man, the passport bros movement has exploded. Black men now seeing the options they have. Black men not accepting Keisha and Sharkeisha, particularly educated black men. Okay, I've brothers have told me, IP, you saved my life. IP, you saved my life in 2022. Those words have been, they hit me to the bone. Who would have thought a channel like this is saving the lives of many black men? I would never have thought that. Man, heartbreaking. Okay, it has been a great year. Okay, for travel, for black men. Man, it is I'm speechless. Okay, I really am. So that was a great part of the year. I want to touch upon the Patreon, and shout out to Tony Berry. Tony Berry doing great things. Shout out to Tony Berry. Gave advice on the channel before. Looking to have Tony Berry back in the future. We need intelligent brothers in this space. Just shout out to Tony Berry. Appreciate you, brother. So the Passport Bros movement, we went mainstream this year. They actually wrote an article about the Passport Bros on Yahoo, and I might do a stream on it next week or in the next 2 weeks. We have officially gone mainstream, okay? So there will be attacks against the channel, against me, against us, okay? There will be, because my channel is very unique. I've touched upon many countries: Japan, South Korea, Colombia, Costa Rica, So I'm giving you brothers a whole international perspective. And I'm showing, I was in Germany and Vancouver this year, and you saw how I killed it out there. The women that I interviewed, they were all good looking. So that kind of breaks the conception that black men only attract ugly foreign women. Sort of like the stereotype that black men only attract fat, ugly white women. The women I was with in Germany, they were not fat, they were not ugly, they were good looking. So we broke that stereotype there. Okay. I also shut down all the haters who told me, IP, where the women at? IP, you speak about all these women, but we don't see the women on your channel. No one says anything about that anymore. The haters are quiet. The doubters are quiet. If you go on the comments, right? If you go on the comment sections of the German videos, the Vancouver videos, it's a bunch of racist people saying racist stuff about me and about the white chicks that I interviewed. It's crazy. Whenever beautiful women are involved, beautiful white women, beautiful Asian women, beautiful Latina women, haters always get mad. Haters always get mad. So that shows you we're doing good work. If like people say, right, if people are not hating on you, you're not doing the right thing. Okay, especially in this YouTube space, if people are not hating on you, you're not doing the right thing. Okay, you're definitely not. So we're definitely doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing, and I'm happy for that. Okay, I'm really happy. Now, going on from that, I want to touch upon the Patreon. The Patreon was fantastic this year. And if you're not on the Patreon, you are honestly missing out. Okay? I have made it as cheap as possible, and you have information on there that's probably worth $200 a month. No cap. Okay? My favorite content on the Patreon are the Japanese content, because they were real, they were wild, and they told the true Japan. I never knew that Japanese women were that freaky. I never knew that Japanese women get down like that in the bedroom. So that was a real eye opener for me. Like, I can't go in Japan thinking that every single Japanese woman is an innocent woman. The Patreon broke my reality. I'd rather you tell me the truth than you lie to me just so you don't upset me. Okay? Every foreign woman isn't some sort of perfect person. You still got to do your vetting. Okay? Look at this, man. The super chats are flowing in, man. I appreciate the support, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $5 super chat. Good evening, IP here, showing support, love for the hard work you do, fam. Your blessing. You continue to do the Lord's work. Much love, much respect. Man, Conrad Grant, thank you, bro. Thank you very much, man. I don't think you brothers understand the amount of time and hours I've put into this channel. I have sacrificed my personal life on Fridays, on the weekend, to give you brothers intel to help you navigate the foreign dating scene. The amount of sleep I've lost, the amount of times I would do streams to 5 a.m. and have work at 8:30 a.m. in 3 hours, 30 minutes. I really put in work for you brothers, man. So, please appreciate what I do. And I want to make 2023 the best year ever. Okay. I want to top 2022 because the only way that we're going to move forward is to top 2022. Okay. So thank you very much, Conrad Grant. Shout out to Mr. Justin Wilson. Another shout out that I want to shout out to, Patreon member. We had that classic interview about your time in Colombia. The Patreon video was crazy, bro, crazy. Appreciate you, bro, for the $19.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. Thanks to you, IPA and Theo, I was able to finesse a scholarship for a master's in cybersecurity. Can't believe it. Congratulations, bro. My living wages are now taken care of by the school. I appreciate this channel so much. Man. Thank you, bro, for the kind words. I grew up seeing, I grew up seeing other groups of people helping themselves out. Okay. I didn't see black men helping each other out. So instead of me continue complaining, I incorporate helping black men in this channel. Okay. As you can see, a lot of the resources here are free. The intel on foreign women is free. Theo, what he does with his classes are free. My Python course is super cheap. Then you have the additional videos on the Patreon that are also super cheap, So you have the IT info, you got the Python course, you got intel on finances on the Patreon. I had to try and make things as easy and as free and as accessible for black men as possible, because I want to see 1 million black men worth millions. Okay, that's my joy. I want to see other black men rich. I want to see other black men driving big cars and with their beautiful foreign women. That has always been my dream. Okay, to help out as much black men as I can in the right way possible. And I think I've achieved that. I think I've achieved that in 2022 by a long shot. Through this channel, brothers have got 6-figure jobs in IT now. Brothers are married. Brothers are married through this channel. Brothers have had their lives saved by this channel. So when I see a super chat like this from Justin, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Mr. Ibrahim for the £2 super chat. Bros from London needs to be more aware of this, man. I don't know. I think the bros in London are lost. The only bro that's awake, Ibrahim, is Thomas. I think the bros in London, they're lost, bro. And I can only save those who want to be saved. And if it's all American brothers, I'm happy saving my American brothers, man. Okay, and shout out to UK brothers, Ibrahim. I see you from the UK. But I also want to say a huge shout out to my black American kings. Okay, if you're a black American man, you don't understand how much I appreciate black American men. You really don't. Because I remember taking that first trip abroad, right, for holiday. And one of the first black American men I ever met was telling me, IP, travel more, bro. Women all around the world, they love us. They not only love black American men, they love black English men too. And that kind of broke my reality. That situation right there, that broke me out the matrix. It really did. It really did, brothers. So if you're a black American, if you're a black American man, you are a king. Hold your head up high. Because I know America's tough. I know you're going through evil forces, horrible women, racism, nobody caring about the lives of black men. But on this channel, I care about black American men. On this channel, black American men are kings on this channel. And as you know, I never tolerate any disrespect towards black American men. Every time someone is called in to speak bad about black American men, except for Pookie and Ray Rays, yeah, we can talk bad about them. But when it comes to talking bad against educated black men, particularly if you're black American, I shut it down completely. I shut it down. Okay? So this is your safe space for black American men, black English men, black Canadian men, black Australian men, black New Zealand men. Any black man in the West, this is your safe space. Okay? This is your safe space. Thank you, brother. There's going to be a lot more shout outs. I'm trying to get the names. Yes, Theo Wife in the building. What's up, Theo? I gave you a shout out, bro. I gave you a shout out. But you can call in later on, Theo, to speak about this year and what changed for you. Shout out to Joe for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, Joe. Passport Bros will dominate 2023. Yes, indeed. Set your goals and stay laser focused. Time to leave the matrix. Yes, indeed, man. I want to dominate. I want to dominate 2023. I want to see black men dominate 2023. Okay? We need to dominate everything we touch. Okay? I want to be on top. I want to see you brothers on top in IT, in traveling, and in the woman you get, and living great lives too. We have to do it. We have to be on top. And, you know, and I want this channel to be bigger. I want this channel to blow up, man. I don't do this for clout. I don't do this channel for clout. If I did, I would be acting a fool. I would be acting like Adam Ross. I would be acting like, you know, all these clout chasers. I don't do this channel for clout. Have you noticed that I don't put my face on this channel? If I was doing this for clout, I would be doing crazy-ish, showing my face, you know, doing crazy stuff like what's that guy's name? The boxer, you know, KSI, and those white dudes who are brothers, who are boxers. I'd be doing that. I don't do that. You can see I have a schedule. On the weekends I stream and I study. I don't do this for clout. But I do ask for support. Like the video, comments, share, because it is about helping out other black men. It's about helping out black men to achieve. There's opportunities out there. There is. And I want those opportunities to go towards black men. And that's why me and Theo, we push IT. Me and Theo, we tell you to get your passports. Me and Theo, we tell you, do things this way, do things that way. Because we want to see you succeed. We want to see you succeed. So we have to dominate. The channel must grow next year. It must grow bigger next year. We grew quite a lot this year. We grew okay this year. But next year, 2023, it needs to grow. Because more like-minded, educated black men need to hear our messages. There is no reason why you graduated from university and you're dating a low-value chick, because that's all you can get in the West. You deserve better. Okay? Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Joe. Much appreciated. But shout out to Mr. Demswood for the £2 super chat. Appreciate you both. The best content were the Japanese Patreon content. Yes, indeed, man. I'll tell you this, brothers, man. I'll tell you this. The Japanese Patreon content blew my mind. It was so it was so explicit. It was so truthful that it broke my reality. Because I was the average type of black dude that thought Japan was some sort of paradise. I would go there. The women are all pure. They're all virgins. Yeah, there's quite a lot of virgins out there. But I would have thought that, you know, these chicks don't really get down like that. They work 9 to 5, they go home. But some do. Some do. So it kind of shattered my reality. And I'm happy that brothers told me the truth. I only want the truth. I don't lie on this channel. I will never lie to you, brothers. I have had streams where I've told you, our guest has told you, don't come here at a bad time, like Greece. Okay? I will never lie to you, brothers. I will give you, brothers, the information that you need, and there'll be no cap, and it'll be very transparent. How am I not the best passport channel on YouTube? I have to be, man. I have to be. I may not be as big as certain channels. I hope I do one day, okay? But for me, the message, helping black men, saving black men, is more important than clout, more important than having 1 million subscribers. If I can help 500 black men and change their lives, to me, that's more important than having 1 million subscribers and only helping 5 black men. I'm on that time. So you should know that I'm a genuine person. No funny business over here. No lies, no clout chasing, no blowing smoke up your ass, none of that crap. You're going to get the truth right here. Nothing but the truth. Okay? Shout out to Thomas. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $199 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. IP on target to hit 8-figure in 2023. Great times. Lord willing, man. In 2022, I am nowhere near 8 figures. I struggled a lot this year, financially, but I still got through. Lived in within my means, cared about you brothers, didn't really care. The channel keeps me going, okay? Even though times were hard for me this year in 2022, you brothers kept me going, the channel kept me going, and seeing other black men do well, do better than me, okay, make more money than me, that filled my heart with joy, okay? Hearing a brother that's only in his early 20s earning 6 figures in America, man, I had the biggest smile on my face. I had the biggest smile on my face, man. And I hope many more black men do better than me, earn more money than me, have bigger houses than me, etc., etc. I don't care, okay? Because the only way we're going to rise as black men is to accept that, other black men will do better than you. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I don't give a damn if you're in a Tesla, if you're in a Mercedes-Benz. I am happy for you. And it's about time we start being happy for other black men. You may be doing bad, you may be down in the ruts. There may be another black man doing better than you. Salute to him. Hey, brother, I'm proud of you. Because that's the only way we're going to rise as black men. We need to do things differently from the previous generation. There's too much hate between black men in our communities. It's okay to see other black men succeed. I want to see Theo earn $5 million next year. If Theo ain't earning $5 million next year, I'm going to be upset. F it. Theo, you better earn $10 million next year, bro. 10 million. Okay? I want to see Thomas, earn $500,000 next year, Lord willing. I want to see all brothers do well, man. And Conrad Grant, I want to see you earn 10 figures next year in 2023. Okay? Let's speak it to existence. Appreciate you, Conrad Grant. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Lugani for the £5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much, Lugani. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to IP and Phil. Shout out to you too, bro. London in the building. Yes, indeed. What's up, brother? Heading to Japan soon. Fantastic, bro. And my current plan would not be possible without y'all guys. Look at that, man. Look at that. All the best to you in Japan, bro. May you find the woman of your dreams. May you earn great money in Japan. I'm wishing you great health, success, prosperity in Japan. And the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster, bro. You're going to kill it out there in Japan, bro. Shout out to the brother from London. I appreciate you, bro. Awesome, awesome. Shout out to Mr. Dark Ninja for the $999 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get it. Flame, time to conquer, brothers. 2023. Yes, indeed, man. Let's conquer 2023. Let's do it, man. Let's go to the top. Okay? Let's go so far to the top that we're going to space. Okay? Shout out to you, Dark Ninja. Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Johnny Walker for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. IP, your props is well deserved. Your interview, brother, succeeding with beautiful foreign women. Interview foreign women live and teach brothers about IT and Python to help them succeed in IT. Thank you, bro, man. Thank you, bro. I mean, I helped out a lot of brothers this year. And I'm so happy. I'm really happy I helped out many black men this year. Trust me, you don't know how happy I am. I'm happy that I saved lives. I'm happy that I teach brothers. I'm happy that, brothers can see foreign women and how they treat you. I interviewed a Korean woman, Peruvian woman, uh, Latvian woman. Oh, it was crazy. Great year. So thank you, Johnny Walker. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Israel Young Lion for the $499 super chat. Thank you, bro. Thanks for everything, IP, and thanks for letting me share my experience in Ethiopia. Run against IT and visit Morocco to verify your visit. Yes, indeed, bro. You will have a great time in Morocco, and I hope you do. And of course, thank you for coming on the channel to speak about Ethiopia. I love me some Ethiopian women. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Mr. Ark Words for the $499 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Shalom, IP. I really appreciate you, brother. Both you and Theo have changed my life for the better. Most high bless. Oh, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, bro. Great super chat. And I hope your life becomes even better in 2023. Theo says, at least I didn't do come share. Nothing when we come share, bro. I mean, the knowledge is good. Just don't do the exam. Okay, read the books, but don't do the exam. I appreciate Theo Waf, the legend. Appreciate you, Theo. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to open up the phone lines in 10-15 minutes. Okay. So if there's anyone that I need to shout out, please let me know. And let's get a shout out. Let's continue the shout outs. Okay. So my favorite videos this year on the channel were the Japan streams. Okay. I'm going to put it all into one. I think the Japan streams were incredible. I think we got the insight as to how Black men are treated in Japan. Okay. I think that was amazing. And shout out to the brothers for coming on here for doing that. My next favorite, I'll give you my top 5. My next favorite was this is very interesting. I would say it was the Cuban stream, because I have a thing for Cuban women. I really have a thing for Cuban women. I think they're very beautiful. So the Canadian brother who came on the channel and gave us that intel on Cuban women, much appreciation to you. That was a very, very helpful stream. Thank you, bro. My third favorite stream was the couple stream. Okay, so I'm gonna put it all together. I really enjoy the couple streams. Seeing that in real life. Okay, seeing how it is possible. We're not lying to you. Black men are happy with their foreign woman. So that was an amazing streams, I should say. I would say my fourth favorite one was the French stream we did last week, because the brother really broke it down. And I was meant to go France sometime this year, and I cancelled it. I just thought, I don't know about France. I don't have much intel. I don't want to waste my time there for brothers. And I was proven right, So that really confirmed my assumption that France isn't a good country for brothers to date and to get women from. So I just skipped that. And last but not least, the German streams were amazing. Okay. So the one I did a month ago, I love that stream. I think I gave you brothers all the intel you needed about German women. And those were incredible. Those were incredible streams. My favorite place I went to this year was Germany. Germany was amazing. The woman there, the cooperation there, the love you get as a Black man in Germany, that was an incredible stream. Okay, all the videos, all the streams. I love German women. I love German women. Okay, and when I interviewed that mixed race German chick, Thomas, she reminded me of Kanye West's girlfriend. She wasn't as good looking as her, but that long curly hair, that peanut butter brown skin, I was in love with her, you know? you know. And if I was currently living in Germany, she would probably be my girl. Okay. And I also like the Iranian chick that I interviewed as well, with those 3 girls. She was beautiful. She was absolutely beautiful. And she told you straight from her mouth, she loves black men. Her preference is black men. So you have beautiful women like that in Germany and all around the world that love black men. Take advantage of it. Okay? Take advantage of it. So I want to say also, free Andrew Tate. Apparently he's out of prison, but he's doing a lot of great work, you know. Andrew Tate is doing a lot of great work. I like his message. I think his message resonates with us very, very well. The West is finished. He hates the West. I hate the West. We all hate the West, okay? And Andrew Tate is doing a lot of great work. So whatever flimsy charge they want to throw on Andrew Tate, we are behind him. I wish him all the best in his case. He's doing a lot of great work. And more power to Andrew and his message and what he's doing. Free him. You know, they're going to try and stick some crazy charges upon him like they do, you know, because when you go against the powers that be, the liberal elites, they will do everything to try and stop you. They probably don't like what I'm doing right now. Who's this English guy telling men don't date, don't marry, don't even have sex with American and English women? They even smashed them? Who is this guy? You know, so, you know, I think 2023 there's going to be a lot of forces, okay, a lot of people coming for the channel, coming for Passport Bros. We must stay strong. We must stay strong and resilient. We will not fold. We will not bend. We will only succeed. Okay. So I'm going to open up the phone lines in a bit. If I have not shouted out who I should have shouted out, I apologize. I just have too much things on my mind. Okay. Too much things on my mind. Shout out to my mod, John Thomas. You've been a great mod, John Thomas. Thank you very much, bro, throughout the year, and your support. Patreon member too. Who else am I missing in the shout outs? Who else? I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. So call in to speak about your year. What was your favorite video on the channel? Your favorite video on the Patreon? And shout out to Mo too, our Canadian brother, who gave us some classic information, man. The Swedish streams and the Denmark streams were eye-opening. And the Patreon intel too. Ooh, crazy streams, man. So appreciate Mo. That's a brother from Canada. Hope he's doing well. He caught a really bad cold. I hope he's recovered and he's doing well. Okay. He did Iceland, Sweden, Denmark, Poland. Shout out to you, Mo. Looking forward to working with him again in the future. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. So please call in to speak about your year, how your year went, how the channel helped you in your life and assisted you, and your favorite videos, favorite streams, etc., etc. Okay, so let's get it popping. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $499 super chat. Love you, bro. I'm currently 17. Amazing. And Trey Stocks. Any Trey Stocks too? 17-year-old black man. Any Trey Stocks? We love to see it. On looking to meet Russian women. Any suggestions? Russian women. They're in Russia, obviously. They're also in Dubai, from what I know. They're also a lot in China. They're also in Miami. They are also in Japan, surprisingly. There's quite a lot of Russian women in Japan. And they're also in... Where do we find Russian women? I like them, bro. I think they're feminine, they're submissive. You know, they love masculine men. So you won't have a problem with them. But they're all around the world, bro. And I'm sure you find the Russian woman of your dreams. Okay, brother? I appreciate you, bro. So let's open up the phone lines. And yeah, a lot of Russians in Thailand. Okay, Thailand, they're all over the place. They're in Dubai, they're in Middle East. So you're good, bro. So let me open up the phone lines and call in to speak. Call in to speak your yeah. Okay, come and speak your yeah. Let's see. Let me pin this real quick. Replace pin message. And tell me what you didn't like about the channel. I know the singing got on a lot of brothers' nerves, and I've not sung in months now. But I could sing if the likes are low, so please get the likes up to at least 75. Okay, like the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's have a great time. It's gonna be the last stream of the year. Okay, so let's have a great time. Let's talk, etc., etc. Shout out to Mr. Bala Jallo for the $5 super chat. Racists and white supremacists have flooded your comment section. Yep, yes, indeed. I saw it yesterday. I was shocked, especially on the German videos. There have been a surge. It's crazy. Yep. And you know why, brother? Because if I was interviewing ugly German chicks, right, they wouldn't care. But I'm interviewing the cream of the crop. I'm interviewing the high value woman who all love brothers. And that irks them because they've been told, they push out the stereotype that black men only go for ugly non-black women. That ain't the case. They will tell you that only low value women, right? Black men only date low value white women, low value Asian women. But the women on my channel that I've interviewed as couples, as one-on-ones, they've all been at least a 7.5 plus out of 10. So no one can tell us that black men only date ugly women. That stereotype is finito. It is finished. It is comprende, finished. Okay? Average black men are pulling dimes. I saw it in Germany. I'm an average brother. I'll be real with you, brothers. I average looks, average everything, and I was cold approaching beautiful German chicks, and they gave me play. The same way in Vancouver too. It's a done deal. This channel has broken stereotypes, and it makes them mad. It really does. Okay. Shout out to Balajallo. Shout out to Mr. Balajallo for the $2 super chat again. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to brother. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. So I see you, KW. You're confirmed. Mr. Killer Cohen, can you confirm that you are brother, real quick? And now I'll let you in. You're confirmed. Thank you, bro. Let me get my headphones. Okay, so let me bring in Mr. KW Leaves America first, okay? Yes, KW. How you doing, brother?
Hi, P, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I hear your tap going off.
It's my first time calling in from my phone. I didn't bring my laptop with me this time. But I would have super chatted, but when you're in a different country, for some I don't have my VPN either that I normally have on my laptop. So apologies there, but I want to call in to say a couple things. First and foremost, appreciate you. I mean, every time I super chat in, whatever I say, I mean it's the real. I mean, I'm very fortunate to have met you. Very fortunate for the offline chats that we've had. I mean, I mean when I say your channel changed my life. I was fortunate enough to have a lot of time to travel this year. So I ended up going to 22 countries. And I mean, I learned a lot, but I would not have been able to plan out nearly 3/4 of those trips without content on your channel. So I always try to show love when I can. And as for, I think you said the favorite streams on the channel. I think a huge shout out for me has to go to I hope I'm not butchering the name, but John Bean. I think it's John Bean. John Bates maybe. His content on Latvia and Estonia was, I mean, it was very, 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 very spot on. Like, to me, he really broke it down. And also the brother that did Iceland. Because I'm like back and forth on both of those as being like my favorite countries. So appreciate all of that. And then I had some other questions for you, but I'm gonna stop talking now.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. I mean, Kidub, you came on the channel and the Denmark stream and the Patreon contribution was incredible, brother. So I want to say thank you very much for what you did there and what you provided for the brothers. I have personally known brothers that use your Inter for navigating Denmark. It was completely confirmed. They had a great time out there. So thank you, bro. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. Love to hear. Sorry, can you hear me?
I lost you there, but carry on, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to hear that. So one thing, so I'm in Tokyo right now.
What?
And I have to admit, it's so far, I think I've had probably the worst luck here out of all the other countries that I've been to this year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if brothers should go to somewhere other than Tokyo. I mean, I'll just give a quick snippet. So walking around during the day does have its challenges because every single person's wearing a mask. They all have their head down. I was actually surprised that really no one speaks English here. I mean, there's a few people, but almost no one speaks English. So it's been hard to like have conversations, pick up girls during the day. Nighttime at clubs is better luck. But I'm not closing at the I like the rate that I normally close. So I don't know if you got any feedback there or if any of the Japan gurus can chime in.
Damn. So obviously I don't want to spend too much time on Japan. He just dropped off. Okay, we'll wait for him. Let me bring in Mr. Killer Cohen. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, RP? Can you hear me?
I'm doing loud and clear, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, I just want to give my thanks. I thanked you earlier in the super chat. You know, this channel really has you know, made me feel like I'm not alone in this fight, in the sense of my hatred towards the West. I really despise the West. I hate, damn near everything about it now. I mean, the only thing I got left is friends and family, but even then I'm starting to slowly, check off and these holidays and these festivals and all and whatnot. But coming to this channel, I greatly appreciate you letting me on a couple of times, even though I haven't been on recently, due to me grinding and working. I greatly appreciate you letting me on, sharing my experience dealing with Western women, and letting me on as in terms of letting me share my experience with Ethiopian women. I greatly appreciate that as well, and I greatly appreciate the videos that you did about Morocco. I'm very interested in Morocco, even though I'm still doing my research. I'm still very interested in Morocco, seeing how I'm on this website. Like, I'm getting a lot of messages from women from Morocco. I don't know why, but it just is what it is.
What website is that, bro? You on?
International Cupid.
Mm-hmm.
So
good stuff, bro. Moroccan chicks, beautiful. Love the brothers. I remember back in London, in West London, they gave brothers play. Actually, recently there was a Moroccan chick last year that was on me, but I don't date in the West anymore. Her friend told me that she likes me, but I don't date in the West anymore, so I had to let that pass. And when I stick to a rule, I stick to it. So no dating, no smashing, no nothing with a Western woman anymore. It's very sad.
I agree.
It is what it is, bro. Good looking chick, but nah, I'm good, man. But in Morocco itself, the country, they love the brothers, man. I heard in Amsterdam too. They got love for the brothers. In Montreal, they love brothers too. So, I mean, go and get you your Moroccan chick, bro. And they're good people. I really like them. They're beautiful too. So, all the best to you, brother.
Appreciate that. I mean, with me, it might be different from. I might be different from the average brother. Me, I'm a polygynous type of guy. So, hey, if I happen to get one that's cool with that, then more power to me, I guess. But
absolutely,
yeah, man, you're killing it with these videos, man. I like of course, I like the Moroccan video, the Lebanese. I like that one as well. And of course, what was the one that there was that one video that you had where you had this brother that was wearing glasses and he was talking to this he was with this Latina chick and he was like getting interviewed.
The Peruvian chick, classic. And shout out to him as well. That's a good brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I like classic, man. Yeah, I like that video. I like how she was treating that brother. She was giving him praise, And IP, you a funny man, bro. You asked her about if she would let him share have another woman, and she was like, no way, Even though he could have one more if he wanted to, I like how she was like jealous of him, I like that. I like seeing my brothers being treated well, because I'm sick and tired of all these this black misandrous videos, like these black male hate videos. Like, first of all, like, you don't even want us, but then you get mad when we're happy. Like, what the hell do you want? Like, just sit there and die off, get bread out of existence. That's where I'm at with it.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, Mr. Killer Coin. Stay on the line. Let me bring in a new caller. Appreciate you, bro. Let me bring in the legend, the king, the soon-to-be king of Japan. Drum roll. Mr. Thomas Demihin. How you doing, Thomas?
Good evening, bro. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
All good. It's a nice New Year's Eve. I'm just moderating as usual. But yeah, it's been a really good year for the brothers, including myself. Before I get on to my favorite live streams, IP, do you mind if we mention a in memorial for the great black man who unfortunately has passed away, please?
Of course, please do.
Brothers, we've lost a lot of great black men. Let me start with the great Kevin Samuels. It still pains me that he's gone. Such a pioneer, such a great mentor to all black men. It still hurts, IP. Still hurts. Also, may Pele, the greatest footballer who ever lived, rest in peace. Now, Pele is the ultimate GOAT of football, and he has inspired generations of football players. And it's really sad that a lot of great black men have passed away this year. IP. Really sad, but may they all rest in peace.
Yes, indeed. Moving on to brighter things, Mr. Thomas. How was your year for you in terms of the channel? Favorite streams, favorite Patreon recordings? What? I think the Japan one that you watched in October, I saw your comment there. That must have blown your mind. That did blow my mind as well. And tell us about your year and favorite streams, brother.
My year was productive, doing really well in IT, particularly cloud. Got on new certifications, got on a new job in a renowned company that I'm starting early January, so I'm looking forward to that. But IT training and certification is really great for me. Improving my cloud knowledge, because I believe cloud is the future, but also getting increasing my financial freedom too. I'm getting into property investment. I'm getting into stocks, and it's really great for you, IP, to provide more information about, financial freedom, IT. Because I always told you, big bro, that your educational live streams are the best live streams. We can talk about foreign women all day long, but the IT, wealth, those are the best live streams, particularly self-improvement as well. Those self-improvement videos were really, compelling. I like seeing the personal, relatable live streams, IP, and I'll say this to summarize: my best live streams that you've done this year were mainly the educational live streams, to be honest, because I've made a playlist of all of the important live streams that you've done, and I've kept those in my playlists, and I listen to them whenever I'm working. So the educational live streams are the best live streams, bro, they've done. So thank you, bro.
Wow. Thank you very much for the kind words, Thomas. I'm happy to hear that 2022 was a great year for you career-wise, investment-wise, and I'm hoping 2023 is even more better than 2022. Much appreciation, Thomas. And thank you for being a great mod. The super chats. You being on the Patreon for a full year now on the Patreon. Thomas was one of my first Patreon members who joined. Real support that Thomas has shown. He was literally top 3, top 5 Patreon member that joined the Patreon Diamond tier. Stayed on for the whole year. That's love right there, man. I appreciate you, Thomas, man. Thank you very much, bro. I will keep pushing out this information that will benefit you. I'll make sure that you get your money's worth. I'm sure you have. People tell me IP charge higher on the Patreon, it's too cheap. Nah, I'm good. I want to make it as accessible as possible for many black men. I'm not some sort of snake oil salesman. I'm here to scam you, brothers. I'm here to give you information. And, a bit of support can help, because, again, it's a lot of my free time. And one day I would like to go full-time, on this channel. It's not possible now. I'm nowhere near full-time. I don't make enough on YouTube or on the Patreon. I'm going to keep doing that out of the joy of my heart, because seeing black men do well and kill it out there, brings a lot of joy to me. So thank you, Thomas. Much appreciation, brother.
No, thank you, bro.
Awesome. Mr. Kyron Baxter, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll? Yes, Kyron's back in the building. I have messaged you on IG, but I know you're very busy, man. But let me bring in Mr. Kyron Baxter. Hey, Kyron, how you doing, brother?
Great, man. Thanks for bringing me on. I'm actually in Hong Kong right now.
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Awesome, brother. Awesome. So good to hear from you again, Mr. Kyron.
Likewise.
I'd love for you to tell me your favorite stream on the channel, how your year went, and in general, how the channel helped you, etc., etc.
It wasn't necessarily a stream. It was the video you did. You were in Vancouver talking to that nice young Japanese woman. I think, look, we a lot of us have been to some far-flung places, right? Maybe somewhere in the middle of Africa or the Middle East or Asia. But for a lot of people who are in the United States, knowing that Vancouver's there, even if it's not perfect, you have some decent options around you. That was really cool. It was quite nice to see that. How the channel helped me this year, I think for me, I don't think I've done enough, sharing information of things that I've learned. So this channel actually helped me see the value in doing that. It's something I appreciate. I want to make sure that, as I take these trips and go to these places, I kind of give back as much intel as I can. Goal for 2023. I think, I hate to say it, but look what happened to Andrew Tate, right? So goal for 2023 is to open more bank accounts in more countries. I already have a couple bank accounts in some different countries, but more bank accounts, different places, more residence permits. Need to diversify because the world gets really weird really fast. And I'm here in Hong Kong enjoying myself. it's definitely some place that I encourage brothers to come visit. Women definitely are looking out. And I'll be in Japan in 2 weeks, so hopefully I have an update for you on that.
Awesome, bro. Fantastic, man. Please reach out to me again on the Instagram. I messaged you, but I think you've been busy. But yeah, let's get you on the channel again in 2023. I've got big plans for the channel in 2023. And of course, I will be traveling again in 2023 to countries that will shock you. And of course, I'll be getting intel for you brothers, interviews, one-on-one interviews, everything, man. You know, so I definitely want to go bigger in 2023, travel more, meet more foreign women, and give you brothers the intel. So look out for that, okay, brothers? And of course, thank you very much for your contributions, Mr. Kyron Baxter. Much appreciation, bro.
Anytime. Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you, brother. Stay on the line. Awesome. Mr. Blue Dude, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you are a brother and not a troll? I can't see you, bro. You're confirmed, Blue Dude. Thank you, brother. No, turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Blue Dude. Hey, Blue Dude. Great name. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, IP. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, brother, for coming on, Mr. Blue Dude. So, Mr. Blue Dude, how's the channel helped you out throughout your year? Favorite streams, favorite everything? Break it down for me, brother.
So I just wanted to say that it helped me a lot in terms of understanding like my values like a black man. It's hard to say because when I don't know how to exactly say where I started. So I started searching up videos, and I honestly really liked the videos, especially yours that are tailored towards black men specifically. And yeah, your videos were one of the first ones that I started searching up. And I think it was the Brazil ones that I think I started to find. And yours, like I started to find your Brazil streams that way. And yeah, that would be my first country that like I'm personally like I've traveled to Mexico, but like in terms of like as a young single black man, Brazil will be my first country. And it was definitely because of you, IP. There's like other brothers like DJP and I think like Austin and Fred, but you were definitely one of the first ones that I found, and I appreciated the intel you gave me because it got me to, you know, go ahead and pull the trigger and head to Brazil in February. Even got my brother on board like 2 weeks ago. It's all thanks to you.
Awesome, brother. Reach out to my IG. I want to hear you definitely about your experience in Brazil. I actually just recorded a Patreon recording for Brazil. And let me tell you this, man, Brazil is wild.
And you think,
wild.
I was going to say this. You don't think, I saw your other stream. I watched the most recent Brazil stream. I was going to ask that. Do you think, how do I say it? Do you think Brazil is, people keep saying Brazil's kind of changing. How changed do you think on a scale of like 1 to 10 in terms of like not really good for brothers to go to? It's not going to stop. Oh, but
they don't know the true Brazil. And that's only for the Patreon. I'll tell you that, bro. I got some intel on Brazil. I got some intel on Brazil that, yeah, you will never fail there in Brazil if you do things a certain way and go to certain places. But I don't want to say it out loud because I find like, and this is me going after the passport pookies and ray-rays, right?
Right.
I spoke to a brother over the phone a couple minutes ago, an hour or two ago. He was telling me the same BS that brothers do in America, where they're spending money on strippers, where they're throwing bags on strippers, is happening in Colombia, it's happening in all these other countries in South America. These dudes they're gonna ruin it for the average educated brother. So I don't want to speak on these certain spots on the channel because I don't want them ruining these spots. I'm sick of it when these brothers just can't stay in America and do that nonsense. They want to bring it over abroad, and because of that, women expect that kind of behavior from us black men. And it's kind of screwing up the whole game in Colombia. It's a big thing. And I might do a stream on it.
Yeah, Colombia is pretty bad. Yeah. So I think originally Colombia wasn't my first go-to, but I think I was kind of teetering between Colombia and Brazil originally. And because of what I've been hearing about the drugging and the prostitution, that actually turned me away. And I ended up picking Brazil.
Okay, brother. Mind the language. Please keep it PG. But let me bring them caller, okay? All right. Thank you, bro. Dude. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Ibrahim for the £2 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. Black men need to dominate and become elite. One of my favorite live streams that I did. Absolutely. We need that Elon Musk influence and power. We need that Andrew Tate influence and power. That's the only way that we'll get respect. I'm tired of us being at the bottom, tired of us scraping by, tired of us just, being there. We need to be seen, we need to be heard, we need to dominate, and we need to become elite. Okay? Elite, big time. We need 1,000 more fields, 10,000 more fields, 1,000,000 more fields. Okay? Appreciate you, Ibrahim. Thank you, bro. Mr. KW, I see you, brother. Stay on the line, brother. I see you there. You're confirmed. Mr. Fives, you're confirmed as well. Okay, turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Fives. Okay. I got 5 on it. What's going on, bro?
Not the origin of my name, but I love that song. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great as well, brother. I love that song as well, bro. So welcome, Fives. We only met each other a couple weeks ago. To me, you're new. So I want to say thank you for the stream we did the other day on Panama. That was fantastic. So how did the channel help you out, bro? Favorite streams, favorite whatever, and how your year went, and how the channel augmented or complemented your year in a good way or bad way. Go on, brother.
All right. So this is going to be a bit of a long-winded answer. So I'll try to keep my best to keep it brief. First off, I want to thank you again for the stream that we did on Panama, because I've actually been watching you for about a half a year, maybe a little longer now. I never thought we would have actually worked together on anything. I'm going to be flat out honest with you in the stream right now, mainly just because you seemed, quote unquote, too big to reach at this point. But when I found that I actually did a search the other day, I'm the only one that you talked to about Panama. I really did not know that brothers did not know that this was like a sleeper country that just is like snugged in between Central America. I really didn't know that. Yes, or I didn't know that. I didn't know that other people didn't know, rather. But 2022 was a year of resiliency for me. I have been through a lot, and I mean a lot, but and there were times that I didn't think I would make it to the other side, but I did. And my favorite stream of yours was easily the one where you did with Theo about questions where people were able to call in and discuss IT. And I definitely, I mean, that's what got me, I guess, more so hooked on the channel now, because I realized that you're not just talking about, women in different countries and things like that, because most of the travel channels focus on that, but you're actually making educational content to lay out the template for how people get from where they are. Like, let's say somebody's in like several, like thousands of dollars in debt, and they go from that all the way to being in a remote position in IT where they're making $120,000 a year and they're in the Philippines, for example, which, speaking of which, that's my favorite country that you've discussed on the channel, period, that I've recognized as the Philippines.
Yeah, right? Yes, indeed. Carry on. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated.
Right. So, but for 2023, let me start here. How the channel has helped me. So since watching the channel, I've got my trusted traveler card, the TTP card in the United States. So I clear customs very easily internationally. I ended up also basically getting a template, like you laid out, like I said before, the template of how guys get from point A to point B, which is honestly something that really irked me about the late Kevin Samuels videos. A lot of his videos is that he would say, oh, you need to become dominant and brutal if you're going to be here. And he also, I'm not sure if a lot of people notice this, but he also wasn't really on board with the Pass Bros movement. He really only became on board literally like maybe a month before he passed away, which saddens me because I feel like if Kevin actually went anywhere, he would have been singing a completely different tune on his show. Which, by the way, his supposed solution doesn't work. We see how many high-value men, forget black people, how many high-value men you've seen just torn apart by the divorce court system. And I mean, everything that they do doesn't work. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, for example, Elon Musk, right? Like torn apart by this system. So this doesn't work for anybody. Forget brothers. Anybody, you go through this system, you're torn apart. So that's how this channel's helped me. And the plans for 2023, I am in Syracuse now. Syracuse University is putting me through a PMP cert to get a remote IT project management job. And I'm doing nothing but that. And I'm hunting for remote jobs. After that, America's pretty much not going to get me back.
Wonderful. That's the blueprint right there, bro. All the best to you in your career in 2023. Looking forward to seeing you doing great things. Okay, bro.
Thank you again for bearing with me with that. That was a lot, but I want to make sure I got through everything.
No problem, bro. No problem. Much appreciation. Let me bring in Mr. KW Leaves America now. Okay. Hold on. Welcome back, KW. Are you good now?
Yeah. Hey, IP, how you doing? I fixed my connection issue. I'm not sure how much you heard of what I was last saying.
I heard it. Japan isn't going so well for you, to sum it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if any brothers can help me out with my dilemma. I mean, Japan's my 22nd country this year, but it's the one that I seem to be struggling with the most. I mean, during the daytime, I mean, they seem very unapproachable, and they don't speak English as good as I was hoping that they would. So there's been a lot of challenges there, unfortunately.
Let me ask this, brother. Hold on, Thomas. You're 6'3", right?
Yeah.
KW. That's why, bro. Japan is only for guys who are 5'5". I'm being serious, bro. They don't like too much tall dudes. I'm being serious, bro. Yeah, I'm kidding.
My heart dropped for a second.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. I think it's probably a language barrier and the mask thing, and the fact you went during winter time. You know, I don't like traveling during winter because I feel like people are more reserved. I like spring and summertime because that's when they open up. You know, it's hot. They want to speak to people. That's what I prefer. So I never travel during winter, only in exceptional cases. So that could have been an issue. That could be an issue. I may be wrong there. So winter. So weather, language, and the mask situation there as well. Like, are you wearing a mask as well? Are you not wearing a mask?
So first I wasn't wearing a mask, and then for like a psychological thing, I was like, wow, everybody's putting a mask on. Maybe people will look at me more if I put a mask on. So I put like a mask on halfway. But then yesterday I forgot my mask. But the mask issue, it's been brutal because like everybody's looking down. They have their jacket like almost to their eyes. I try to say hello, try to walk up. I mean, like it was very rare that they would speak back or say something. I mean, at the club, like I went to a couple of different clubs, or maybe like 2 clubs that had like hip hop, and I was getting love there, but couldn't close. Couldn't close any that I wanted to, but I'm more so concerned like during the day. It's been super hard, and I've been in Shibuya. I've been like in all of the hot spots, and I mean it's probably like a million people walking around, or maybe even more than that, literally in one square. So I mean that's been a big challenge.
I'm going to get a guy who is very well versed in Japan to help you out right now. But before I do so, Thomas, did you want to say anything to him to encourage your brother? Sorry for cutting you off.
No. Yeah, I think it's a language barrier, to be honest. Yeah, just a language barrier. Just try and register it into a language school. That would be very helpful.
Unfortunately, I only got 2 more days here, so 2 or 3 more days here. So I think that.
And how long have you been there in Japan for?
I've been here, I think 3 days, but 2 full days. So I've gone out 2 nights. I've gone out 2 nights and been out like, or no. I've gone out 3 nights. I've gone out 3 nights. I've gone out 3 nights. And there was a situation. I think one of the brothers mentioned it. They said that like they'll like be head down, looking down, but the moment one is interested in you, they'll just stare you down. And that happened to me. Like this girl was staring me down like no tomorrow. I blinked a couple times to make sure that I was seeing this right. And then I waved it, and she had like the biggest smile you can see through her mask. But I was kind of caught off guard, and she was with like another dude and a girl, so I didn't say anything. I was caught off guard,
man. Do you know what? I'll tell you what I would have done, right? I would have approached her, and I would have done this. I wonder if you know how you live in Tokyo. If you see me and you meet me and you really want to go, I think we all. Oh man. Let me bring in Mr. Theo Waff, who's angry at me right now for singing Tokyo Drift Fast and Furious.
Hey guys, how you doing there? So you're having some difficulty in Tokyo. That's I was listening. So you're not getting your normal closure rates, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for a short term, Japanese women are designed to reject women who are guys who are there for a short term period of time, and that means you're meeting functional women, most probably marriage minded women, and they have their defenses, so they're operating correctly. You're actually meeting good women. The thing is that you're just there too short of a time period. You really need to go there for a long period of time. If you heard some of my other streams that I've stated, a lot of times Japanese women will not allow you to have a date with them unless you have a business card. And your business card needs to show your email, phone number, things like that. So do you have a business card?
I don't have any updated ones.
So you're not going to get anything with that. The girls are well trained to reject any man who doesn't have a business card. Plus, they have the 3-date rule. You will not get the second base until at least you have completed 3 dates.
What? Wait, Theo. Appreciate you calling in. I want to touch on 2 things that you just talked about. One now that I think about it, so the girls that I did match up with, like on the apps, their very first, the first it was like, hi, my name, and their very first question was, are you living here or are you visiting?
Correct.
And I try to do the whole honesty thing. So I've been saying I'm visiting, and literally radio silent after that. And you know what? I think you actually hit on the nail. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I want to say this last thing, then I'm gonna stop talking. One of my friends, a girl was like leaving out of the subway. He actually has a business card with like his Instagram and email and stuff on there. He passed it to her. She turned out to be like a Japanese model or dancer. And she added him, and it took him.
It took him what?
He just dropped.
Yeah, you just dropped, KW. We'll wait for you till you come back, okay, brother? So, welcome, Mr. Theo Waff. Okay, carry on, KW. So you on the, and I did this.
It took him how long? How long?
So I want to say it took him probably either he gave her the card yesterday, or like the night before or the morning of, and I think he was messenger her to like hang out. She was like ignoring it. And then he woke up from her nap and was like, do you want to hang out? She said, sure. Are you free now? And then so she came over last night, and he said she did some things and then left.
Yeah, that makes sense. So also, when you're in Tokyo, where are you doing pickup in Tokyo?
So I was in Shibuya mainly. So Shibuya, no.
The other guy who was on here, I came on here and talked about, Shibuya is not an area for hitting on chicks. It's, first off, there's too many people there, and it is highly, highly, highly Japanese. It's just an excessive. It is really Tokyo. So you need to have fluent Japanese in order to deal with anything in Shibuya. It is just way too wild. It's also too young. It's a place for teenagers. So, I mean, I might go there with my wife. That's because we want to be young again for a while. But that's not going to be an ideal place for you. So you should go to Roppongi. Roppongi is designed for you. So go there. Go to Akihabara. That's a good place. Avoid Shinjuku at all costs. You won't get out of Shinjuku well, so don't go there. It's not good for you. If you want to just have fun and do some stupid crap, go to Ikebukuro. So I'm choosing places almost always on the Yamanote. So except for Roppongi. Roppongi isn't in the more central part of the city. So if you go to Roppongi, you're a black guy, you go to Roppongi, get out of the station, there's several exits where they're going to be like, oh, there's a black American who doesn't speak in Japanese. Cool. We're going to try to get him to go to here or there. And they're going to sort you into a place where you could have some fun. And they know who you are. They're ready for you. But, I mean, of course, everybody doesn't speak English there. It's Japan. It's like me in Austin thinking people speak Japanese here. They don't. They speak English or Spanish. So for most of the areas you're going to, like Shibuya, the stress is on you to learn Japanese. It's unfortunate that you don't know how to get from Shibuya to Yokohama because there's a line that goes directly from Shibuya to Yokohama. And Yokohama Station is the beginning of paradise for dating. It is. I love it. That's the best place if you're a foreigner. But I think that would be a little too complicated. And I think just for now, because you're there for such a short period of time, just go to Roppongi because they're used to GIs who are only there for a short period of time and they'll know how to deal with you.
Awesome. Thank you. I have to end it there. So, KW, I have to move on to the next topic. But I posted the places that Theo mentioned in the private chat. And also feel free to DM me as well. I know some intel about Japan that I can pass on to your KKW.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you both.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Thank you, brother. So, brothers, feel free to call in to speak about your year in review and your favorite videos on this channel. Now, while Theo is here, Theo, now it was on to you. How was this year for you, Theo? And what did you like about the channel? What was your favorite video, favorite live stream? Break it down for us, brother.
For me, it was more of a year of preparation. So we're getting ourselves ready and getting, I don't know how many students I have now who have passed at least one certification in AWS. So getting those numbers, getting better as a teacher, getting guys into jobs over $100,000 a year, that has really been a true passion for the last year. And I just keep on going and going on it. And, it's in one way it's stressful, but it's good because you get to see the success of the guys. And that's well worth it. For myself personally, again, just a year of preparation, really preparing for the big stuff for next year. So the Passport Bro movement is going to be huge next year. I'm planning on making at least one documentary, if not two, where I'll be financing them. I will be traveling to quite a lot of countries. I will be doing an international Passport Bro Manosphere meetup in Rio. So that's still going to go through. We're still trying to figure out some details about what's good and bad about it. I will be in Slovakia. I will be in Vancouver, probably. Trying for Sao Paulo again, trying for Tokyo again. So I'll be traveling quite a bit. But it'll be the preparation of seeing, like, do we make a company? There's guys in there with whom I can make a company for cloud computing and cloud consulting. So do we do this? Things like that. That's what I'm really be thinking about. Nice. There'll be a what I'm really looking at is like a multi-pronged attack within the Passport movement, which is showing more guys who are doing AWS cloud. They're successful, making minimum 150, a lot of them making $250,000, and they're showing their faces and they're like, yeah, this is how much I'm making, and I'm in Cartagena. Like I'm in Medellin, I'm in Rio, I'm in Sao Paulo, I'm in Salvador, right? And they're just sitting there on the beach, or they're having a normal life. And this is what we need to continually press the idea and the reality that not only are Black men successful, but we are very popular with international women, and we got to show the receipts in live, in real time. So if you see right now, for example, I'm the only one showing my face on cam. What we want is next year, like by the end of the year, having 2 or 3 more of us doing this on cam as a normal occurrence, but also having our women with us and having us be in another country. Of course, I was in Brazil this year. I did a stream from Brazil, right?
Yep.
But we got to get more of us abroad doing the live streams. That's where the real value comes from. For myself personally, my favorite stream, like I think I told you, was the Japanese couple in Vancouver. So the Japanese woman with a Black man. That was very hard for me to watch because that's what I had. That's why I lost.
I'm sorry, bro.
So I sat there. I was like, "You got to go back, Theo. You got to go. You got to do something. You can't just be here nesting all the time." So it's like, use the passport. Yeah, don't be so sedentary. Go out and do something. So yeah, I liked it. That was good. So again, I like the partnership that we have. We have a pretty good stream of, educating. I do the infrastructure with cloud, and you're doing the programming. I think it gives the guys a pretty good option. A lot of guys don't have this. They don't have any options like this at all. It's always spend money here, spend money there, and after 4 years, you get a CompTIA. We're slaying that right out. You get CompTIA at $60,000 a year, right? And you write nothing against Keisha. No, we've totally blown that away. And the guys who get into our system, we process them, and they see, hey, this is what's really capable of doing. This is where you're supposed to be in the market. You're supposed to be at 150, not 60. Go shoot high, don't shoot low. And the guys, it takes some time, but the guys slowly change their minds, and they act accordingly. So it's good. I'm enjoying it. But next year is going to be the fireworks. That's when this really going to start.
Damn. Yeah. I'll do my best to be more hands-on next year. I think I've done what I can this year, but obviously I want to travel more myself as well. Theo, do more interviews, explore new foreign countries that people don't go to. We're gonna go ham next year, man. We're gonna see more videos like Germany and Vancouver, but even more crazy content. I'm planning crisp quality content. I'm learning how to edit in my free time. So I ain't playing next year, man. You're gonna see a lot of incredible content. But I also need your support as well, brothers. I need your support. So whenever I drop a video, like the video, comment, because that's what pushes out the content to other like-minded brothers. So watch the content, engage in it. That's the only way we're gonna grow, man. It's gonna be a crazy year next year in 2023, and I don't know if I ever get my props for you. I was here at the very beginning, preaching this message. It's grown now in 2022, but I feel like brothers don't give me my props all around the space. Hope for that in 2023, bro.
No, I don't think they do. And when did I start listening to you? I think it was April 2021, right? And that's because the algorithm I picked it up. So it was like it was Tony and myself in one night. So I mean, it's just unfortunate that we didn't hear. But I was in other realms of the manosphere. So we just got to get your name promoted out some more. The thing is that in the Black manosphere, the men's participation in the community was so promoted forever. So even if we go take the Crimson Capsule, we were to be a part of the community. Whereas we had people like myself and you who are like, hey, we're not a part of this. We're going totally outward. We want something totally different. So that narrative really didn't start gaining traction until this year. So this is why you could probably finally get some airtime with some other channels, but it's unfortunate that it's taken this long. And it's because we had to give up. and people are recognizing that you can't reform the community. It's impossible. And we are correct to go our own way and use our passport and actually create a new community, because the other one has failed and gone away. It's dead. So that's my little, 2 cents on the matter, I think.
Awesome. Fantastic, man. And we're having a stream next week about planning for 2023. We're going to touch upon Theo's Management Conference a bit more, plans for IT, plans for the channel, plans for everything. There's going to be a big stream next week. But this is just a review. And I think it's been a great year so far. You've helped a lot of brothers out, Theo, so it's definitely appreciated, brother. Thank you very much. Free as well, in his own free time.
Free. Yep.
In your own free time.
It's free. How many people have I been attacked by? I've been attacked by I don't know how many people saying that I was running a scam. I was like, what? I spent the money and then I teach for free. What? Did I scam myself? I got the result. I changed men's lives, and they've actually changed their own lives through my help, basically. And again, tacked with it endlessly, gotten crapped on, and I'm like, you liberals, you say you're for us. Are you really? You sure? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So we're the ones doing the work. Yeah, we're getting it done.
Facts. And you funded the Manosphere conference in, where was it? In Colombia?
Atlanta 2021, end of 2021, but we also did Philadelphia 2022. So next year we're having 2 of them.
2? Hey, Theo, you're a legend, man. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for what you do. Young Byzantine, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? I know you're not sure. You confirmed. Thank you, brother. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Young Byzantine. Okay. How are you doing, Young Byzantine?
Hello. Doing well, IP. I actually was on here about not a whole year ago. It was a few months back, I suppose. But my last screen name was Devil's Bane. I was on here when you guys were talking about the Japan chat. But
yes, I remember you.
Yes, thank you for having me back. Sorry I haven't been as active in the community lately. I've been kind of just had my nose down to the grindstone. I leveled up my tech career a little bit since we last spoke. I've been working as a support engineer for a pretty major multinational corporation, and it's been going pretty well for me. But I'm switching now to try to work for myself a bit more, and I'm looking to kind of not fully expatriate, but kind of move over into the Philippines as my main hub. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to Theo. I spoke to him on the phone a few times, and he gave me like great intel on things I should do for my own tech career to kind of advance, and those things have definitely been an asset for me. So hats off to him. I also appreciate what he does for brothers in general. So Theo, if you're still there, big shout out to you, man. I kind of missed the earlier part of the stream because I was in another stream talking about finances and securities and stuff. But kind of where are we at now?
Awesome. So welcome back, Young Byzantine. So I'm guessing you have a US job and you want to remotely work in the Philippines while earning dollars, right?
Correct. Yes.
Amazing, bro. All the best of you in doing that. That's what we want to see, and I'm happy for you, brother, and happy that things are going well for you in 2022. Okay.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, bro. Awesome. So, brothers, feel free to call in. We have a lot of spots. I can go on for another half an hour. So this is the perfect time for you to call in, speak about what you liked about the channel, how the year went for you. And of course, if you can't call in, please super chat your question. I don't think my Cash App is working. I don't think it is. So please super chat. Cash App is playing up with me for some reason. I don't know why it's not working. So please Cash App instead. No, super chat instead. That'd be greatly appreciated. Has anyone tried Cash Apping? Did it refund your money? Did it cancel it? I don't know what's happening to it over the past few days. But moving on from that, so I think in 2022, the most popular country based on my metrics was Japan. Japan is a super popular country for Black men on this channel, which is awesome, which is great. Theo has provided great information, but not everything is rosy. Not everything is rosy at all in Japan. Okay, the Patreon tells you that certain information, when you know more about Japanese culture, it can be a shock. Okay, so don't go out there thinking all Japanese chicks are innocent and it's a perfect society. It ain't the perfect society. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, Japan was very popular. They love the brothers, but society iffy. Okay, just be careful.
Hikikomori lifestyle, right?
Not even that. It's women with dark past. A lot of women with dark past. The working culture there, Japanese working culture, is quite intense. So just be very careful about Japan. It's not some paradise. Okay. I want to try and touch upon what other country was very popular. Brazil was popular. There's no reason why it wouldn't be popular. Beautiful peanut butter brown skinned woman. So that we love.
Don't forget Germany, bro.
Germany was third, I believe. Germany was third behind, in terms of streams, it was third behind Brazil. Germany, underrated. I know it's in the West, but you can make it work, and I'll tell you why. The mixed race Black women there, they're ignored. They're gorgeous. The Black women there, they're ignored. They're gorgeous. There's a huge conservative Middle Eastern population there that are curious about brothers. I saw in Hamburg, big time. And you come through as a clean-cut brother, you're going to clean it up there. Don't ignore Germany, okay? And don't ignore Vancouver too. Awesome place. Awesome place. Man, I want to go back. I wish I was there right now in Vancouver. Really loved it. Oh, man, what am I doing in this country? So, what am I doing here, man?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to every time. Like, why am I here? Why? I don't know.
I really feel that in my soul.
Same. It's a gout.
Yeah, once you hit immigration at the airport, you're free, and it's good to go. And then once you return back to the States, the Western world, you go back through immigration. You're like, the shackles are back on your hands. Like, ugh, this is horrible. So you can only use the passport. Passport's liberation.
Now, Theo, I got a question for you.
Sure.
I know you've been to both Japan and Philippines. What would you rank as the best country and why? And what are the 3 pros and cons of each?
Well, I would say Japan is clearly superior to the Philippines in almost all fashions. Economically, culturally, in terms of the women, all of it. But I mean, I was with a Filipina after I lost my wife, and she was wonderful again. So I would say they have a better. I would say the Filipinas focus a bit more on family in a less stress-free environment. So Japanese women, when they become wives, when they become mothers, they tend to go hyper, a little too much on being a mother, and they can't function in any other way. They're like a little cyborg, just doing motherly things. And I'm like, yuck, that's good that you're a mother, but I need a wife. I need you to be sexual. And that doesn't always happen. Whereas the Filipina wife, she's like, yep, I made you one. I just recovered. Oh, let's go again. Yeah. That's the Filipina. Like, we made one cute one. Like, I don't think that's enough. You got to go again. Okay, you got knocked me up again. Okay, good. Okay, body recovery. All right, I like that. Let's do another one. Like, that's the way it is. It's a very good process. So, that's one of the best things. That's about it.
Let me ask you this: if you were, making your money in USD, would you prefer to live and work in okay, would you rather live and work in the Philippines making USD or live and work in Japan making JPY?
Oh boy, that's a hard question, because you're just said that those are two different powers. I would prefer to work in the Philippines with American money. That's just because there's less rules involved. So, like right now, I'm working for a Japanese company and for an American company, and the Japanese company is I wildly strict. I mean, I remember what it was like back in the day. So they're watching you a lot of times, whereas the American company is like, okay, you did the meeting, okay, get your task done whenever. Just remember the deadline is tomorrow. Do it as you want. You're like, cool, okay, so that's what you do. You know when you have to get it done, and they remind you. If you don't get it done, you get fired. You usually make sure you get it done. Whereas the Japanese are like, we're not going to fire you. We're just going to drive you insane. So that's why I say, like, it's harder to maintain a relationship with the Japanese yen in Japan versus what you're saying, American money in the Philippines. So if I were going to go back and let's say I had a 2-year choice, I would definitely use my American money from the opportunities I have right now in the States, and I would rather go to the Philippines in that situation than I would go to Japan. And working with Japanese yen.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of horror stories about working in Japan and just kind of like I've heard good and bad things. I heard in Japan, like you literally fall asleep.
Different stream, bro. Different stream.
Okay. So,
let's not make it a Japanese stream, okay? Different stream. All right, so
I had a quick question. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Go on, bro. Go on.
So I had a question for Theo. I believe you mentioned something about the AWS certs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering, because currently I'm not trying to pivot into IT, but I'm trying to pivot into data science. And do you think that the AWS certs can give me like a very good leg up, especially if I kind of have a data background and also with the certs in AWS?
Honestly, I would say go to Google Analytics.
Oh,
really?
Think, Google ones.
Yep. Go to Google Analytics. They'll help you with data science. Go and get start with Google Analytics fundamentals, then advanced Google Analytics. Then if you're really interested in Google, then I recommend doing Google fundamentals and machine learning. That's what I'm currently doing right now, alongside the AWS Solution Architect course.
So you said for data related roles, do the solution architect on?
No. Start if you want to do data science and data analytics. Go and do Google Analytics.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Go on, Thomas.
No, but if you're interested in cloud, then start with AWS first. Then if you want to start with AWS, go on IP's Patreon because they'll help you with IT consulting.
Seems like cloud is becoming big for data science. So.
Yeah, cloud is the future. Cloud's the future, bro. Sorry, IP.
All right. Thank you, Bree Dude. Awesome. So now I want to review my most favorite figures of 2022, and I want each and every one of you to in the panel to state your favorite people of this year. So I'll start first. If you put yourself on mute, Theo, I'm hearing background noise, please. Thank you very much. So these men, because women, we're not gonna. I don't think there wasn't any inspirational woman in 2022 for me. We know they're gonna be cuckoo in the West. So let me go with the men who were actually putting in hard work for the brothers and those worldwide. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to the brother. His streams were therapy. They were therapy to me. A man who spoke for educated black men. Notice that he didn't speak for the Pookie and Raries. He always referred to Theo. I remember watching the stream and he mentioned Theo. He's like, people like Theo who understand. I'm like, what? Theo made the big time now. So that's what I loved about Kevin Samuels, man. He spoke for the average blue-collar working, white-collar working black man. And it is a shame that he lost his life back in May or June. That really hit me hard, man. And when I saw sisters laughing, making memes about him, that's when I reached a point of no return. Never date a Western chick, sister, non-sister, white chick, Asian chick. If she's Western, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that. So RIP to Kevin Samuels. Another great figure this year that I enjoyed listening to were the boys over at Fresh and Fit. Now, they're not perfect. They're not perfect. No one is perfect, but they have some very good points navigating the dating scene if you're still interested in dating in the West. Myron and Fresh Prince CEO, they came hard at feminists. They did not give a single damn about what feminists thought. They tried to cancel them. They came back stronger. So Myron Gaines and Fresh Prince CEO, man, they were some powerful figures in 2022. They did a lot of great work. I don't agree with everything they say, but when I do agree with what they say, they're speaking facts. Okay. Another person that was of great inspiration to me in 2022 was the great Andrew Tate, who isn't a perfect man, but he's up next. Andrew Tate calls out feminists for what they are. Came after the pipsqueak Greta. Greta, who's the most annoying woman in the last 10 years with her climate change stuff. So shout out to Andrew Tate, free Andrew Tate. He was a great figure for me in 2022. I loved his arrogance, his, I don't give a damn what you think, and him calling out women with high body counts. You notice how a lot of the mainstream dudes, they don't really come after women with high body counts, but he let you know women with high body counts are useless. We want pure virgin women, the average guy does. So he was very clear in that statement. So huge thanks to Andrew Tate for waking up many, many young men, because a lot of young men, they look up to Andrew Tate, and there's nothing wrong with looking up to Andrew Tate. I would rather my son, my future son, look up to Andrew Tate than Barack Obama. I keep it real with you, brothers. I would rather my future son look up to Andrew Tate than Barack Obama. He needs that masculine figure. He needs it. He'll get it from me, and he'll get it from people who aren't his dad. And that's normally from the media. That'll be Andrew Tate. Okay. And one more person that I want to, give thanks to was, Theo as well. Theo Waff, iconic figure, really iconic. Theo, seeing what he did, I consider Theo to be on the Andrew Tate levels of influence now. He really is. He may just come on my channel and give intel here, but he's on that level for me, Theo Waff. So I want to give Theo his props for being on that, echelon, being in that Kevin Samuels lane, that Andrew Tate lane, and Fresh and Fit lane, because we need to give Theo his props for what Theo speaks about, him putting his money where his mouth is, doing the Manosphere conference. Who else is doing that? Who else done that? So Theo is up there with me with Andrew Tate, and I want to give Theo his flowers. We have to give the important Black men in our lives their flowers. So these 4 men have made my 2022. They really have. They really have. Okay? So that's my inspirations for 2022. Let me go on to Fives next. Fives, who was your inspirations for 2022? And brothers, let me know in the live stream chat who was your inspirations as well. And feel free to call in to add to this conversation. Go on, Fives, you're up next.
All right, thank you. So, of course, you said the one that stuck out to everybody, which is Kevin Samuels. I think we could all agree on that. And the list is very long. I'm going to try and keep it very short, though. Theo is definitely one of them. I'm not sure if he saw the private chat, but he is the primary reason right now that I'm at Syracuse University getting a project management professional certification and other certifications as well. certified security project manager. I didn't even know it was a thing until I talked to him. Like, I really didn't know it existed. And I talked to other people, and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's a really underrated certification. Like, if you get it, then you can go ahead and break into a lot of fields, and you can manage for a lot of different, you can manage for people who work in defense and security. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, so Theo's definitely one of them. But if I had to only squeeze in maybe one or two more names, and by the way, again, thank you again so much for that, Theo. If I had to squeeze in one or two more names, though, Skylar DeRuin, he is a soon-to-be retired Air Force, I believe, tech sergeant, and he is definitely one of the guys, just like IP, who has been telling people to get out of the States, to get your money right, to get a remote job, to, you know, find places in not necessarily Brazil, Colombia, like the hotspots, but nooks and crannies, and do your own exploring, right? He's a big reason I went to Panama. One Master Teacher is his YouTube handle. And I think he's been doing a lot of good work for a long time in the Passport Bros game specifically. And that's about it, if I'm keeping it as brief as possible. So again, thank you. And and of course, you too, IP. Even though I've been watching you recently, you are somebody who has a very interesting take on not only just breaking down countries, right? Because it's simple enough to just say, hey, one country's like this. But again, you bring on people who've gone all over the place. Again, people like, you know, who have been to Argentina, people who've been to Germany, people who've been to the Philippines, people who have been to specific cities. Like, it's not just enough to have a country, but specific cities and specific places, to where if you're not having luck, okay, you've been in Thailand for a few weeks and you're not having luck. Well, you're bringing on a specialist to say why that is. So that's me keeping the list as short as possible.
Thank you very much, Fives. Great list. Thank you, bro. Mr. KW Leaves America. Who was your inspirations this year in 2022?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the brothers just hit on a big one. One Master Teacher. I think I've been watching One Master Teacher for a few years now, and he was one of the biggest reasons. Not just for me traveling, but me wanting to go to like the places that no one goes to, like Eastern Europe being a big one. So I watch all of his channels. And honestly, the only other channel that I watch is yours, IP. Only other channel that I watch is yours, man. And I think I stumbled across yours sometime earlier. I know it's like way earlier this year. And I forget which stream it was that I started watching, but the moment I started watching and saw how you were formatting your videos, I immediately thought to myself, like how is this content free? Like literally every single question, even a question that you don't think about, but the stuff that's like on the back of your mind, like those questions are asked. The intel is given. So I remember, I think that's when we had connected, and I wanted to pay it forward in my own way. And then it was unfortunate that I got super busy with going back to school, but I did land my dream job, so I'm super excited about that. And I know that I do owe you some more streams, so I'll let you get the pick of either the 22 places I've been to this year, or I think I was like 10 the year before. So when I get back to the States in a few weeks, I know I owe you some content.
Thank you for the kind words there, Mr. KW. Appreciate you, bro. So let's go to Mr. Blue Dude. Who was your inspirations for this year in 2022? Okay, I think Mr. Blue Dude is busy.
Sorry about that. I'm like working right now. So I'll just go based off of the brothers who really influenced me to travel and taking my first trip. So I'd say a lot of people were saying 1MT, and yeah, 1MT is a big one for me. Personally, for me, you, Mr. IP, I really appreciate a lot of your videos and them bringing me up to speed on how to travel and move as a brother. Theo was a big one because Theo, he's very knowledgeable. Like this brother is a subject matter expert, especially on Asia. And I think there's a couple like other ones. So Vibing with Fred's a big one. He focuses on Brazil, but that I like that brother, and he's really funny. He has good intel. And then also there was one more I was going to mention. There was DJP. DJP is a big one. I think you guys had DJP on here too. And yeah, he definitely is a good travel veteran as well that influenced me.
Okay, awesome, bro. Thank you, Blue Dude. Fantastic. Mr. Young Byzantine, who is your influence in 2022?
I'd say my top 4 influences. Number 1, just for the pure, clout in the waves that he made, Andrew Tate. I'd say just because I think he did a lot of work just to like wake up the masses of men globally as to like, the problems here that we have as far as them trying to diminish masculinity and like propping up this like toxic form of femininity that's not really conducive to families and all that sort of thing. Number 2, I'd say Fresh and Fit. Even though I don't particularly like their after hours show, I would say their Money Mondays and their their Womanizer Wednesdays and all that sort of thing, I'd say are like invaluable resources as far as like understanding personal finance and all that sort of a thing. They did a lot of great work as far as the same sort of thing as Andrew Tate, waking up the masses globally to these sorts of problems and like how the solutions to. Not just the problems themselves, but also the solutions, which I think is huge. Number 3, I'd give that to Theo Wolf, because I literally see this guy like literally all over the manosphere, and like he holds the line. Theo, you hold the line for the Passport Bros on the Sibian's chat and all these other chats I see you in, and like I like that you don't let them slide with the bullshit of
language.
I'm sorry, the BS of Theo, what I'm saying. Like you hold the line, man. It salutes you for that, and I think that we do need a voice as far as what we stand for and kind of our values as men that are kind of fed up with the gynocracy in the West and world and that want to like explore options globally. So hats off for that. And number 4, I definitely give to IP, because I love your channel. I love the variety of different voices that you allow on the platform to like give their 2 cents of the different countries they go to. And I think that's personally that's affected me in my understanding of the global not only like labor marketplace, but like the global sexual marketplace, if you want to call it that, as far as like our standing as Black men and kind of like our value in different types of women's eyes, which I think it's not everything, but it definitely is important at the end of the day if you want to start a family and if you want to like do different things like that. So hats off to all 4 of those. All those 4 of those gentlemen, the 2 on the panel as well. Salute to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Now let me go to Mr. Dems Wood, the legend. Who is your inspirations for 2022, Dems Wood?
Just thinking right now, brothers. I have 4 people, 4 great Black men in mind. Let me start off with the great Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. Great mentor to all Black men. He told Black men to be professional, be conservative, look smart, always wear a suit. So hats off and RIP to Kevin Samuels. Tony Berry is a great brother. Recently was on his live stream, gave me a lot of valuable information regarding IT and Japan. So big up to Tony Berry. Theo is another great brother. It motivated me to, do more certs in AWS, but also go multi-cloud. So I'm very glad to be multi-cloud, because cloud is great, but being multi-cloud is also brilliant. So big up Theo. And last and not least, the MVP, IP, Big Bro IP. You're another great brother who inspired me. You know, to just keep being consistent. You know, keep going, keep striving, and just keep on putting my head down, so I can, you know, fulfill the mission, because the mission is the most important thing at the end of the day. So, KS, Tony Berry, Theo, and IP.
Wow, Thomas called me MVP. I feel like Michael Jordan during the Chicago Bulls era, going MVP for 6 times in a row. Thank you, bro.
Yes.
5 times in a row. Sorry. Thank you, brother. Much appreciation, Demswood. Now, let me go to Theo. Theo, who was your inspirations for this year in 2022?
First, I have to shout out to you, IP, to be honest. When I saw your streams when you went to Germany and Vancouver, I thought that was very gutsy. And it was a reminder to myself that me staying in one area too long wasn't smart, that I should be using my passport more often, and that I could. I mean, my money is huge, but you're traveling more than I was. And I was like, okay, I need to think about that. So that was definitely inspirational. Of course, you make a very good space here for us to talk. So I'm very thankful about that. Next one I would say is Andrew Tate. I like what he says. He's unapologetic about it. He's very much influencing me now, and I very much like his words, so he says it all times. Next one, of course, will be Tony Berry. His photos that he has, and then also he calls me up every once in a while. And he's basically like, don't give up. You know, really, like, don't just work to death. Do something. Don't just be static. And of course, the last one is Kevin Samuels. Losing Kevin Samuels for me lost the structure. And I was, of course, I'm a moderator. I'm a part of his group as well. And it was like he was the commander, and he would set the tone. And then I knew where my place was. So there was an organization, and his last stream he did do a shout out to me, and he said he knew about my class, and I was like, this is great. I mean, this is more legitimacy that I need, because I need as much advertising as I can for the class. And losing him was it was just beyond description. It was just too much. And then what they said afterwards about him, I was like, it's not. You want me to be a part of your community now? I don't think so. No, we're done. Yeah, he was the big loss. So anyway, those are my influences for the year.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you for the kind words, brothers, towards me. Greatly appreciate, man. Greatly appreciate. It only motivates me to keep on going. What the flip? What's going on here? This laptop. Keep going stronger, and keep doing what I do. I will touch upon a lot more countries myself by traveling a lot more next year. I've got some big things planned for the channel. Please bear with me, but please always support me. So when I drop a new video, even a small clip, like the video, comment. Because I see I drop a video in the first hour, it gets 500 views, but only 50 likes. How am I getting 50 likes from 500 views? I should get at least 400 likes from those 500 views, man. So please engage more, right? Support, man. It's a bit weird for you, isn't it?
No, you probably got like 300 Keishas who are investigating what you're doing and trying to counteract it. So they're figuring out how to send the torpedoes at you, but you're well enough hidden they can't get you. So they're like, we have to figure out some way. What do we do? Some magic spell? So that's what it probably is. They got quite a number of them. Yeah, I think guys should do likes more often. So I just want to say, guys, even for myself, I do make an effort when I know that IP stream is going down, or when it's being published, to go there and like it. Even if I don't have time to watch, I go there and at least like it. And then I keep on going, because I'm working to death like everybody else is. So just out, it really helps him out with the stream, with the analytics. So it doesn't take that long just to like it. You can go back later on and watch it, and then also get the merchandise. because it fits well. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, and it fits me, and I like it. It's very fashionable. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want to watch it? I mean, I wear it in a liberal city here in Austin, and I get stares, and I'm like, what are you going to do about it? I don't care. The West international women are better than Western women. That's right. I don't like you. I have no mercy. So, guys, get the merchandise and support the stream. I mean, this guy works forever. He doesn't even have close to the money that I have or some of the other guys got and the other students. And I mean, when do you sleep? Like, do you have sleep pills or something?
Hardly ever, bro. Hardly ever.
He's in London. He's in the UK, so he barely sleeps, and he's up middle of the night doing this for us. So, guys, support the stream as much as you can, just for that alone.
Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Theo, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the kind words, bro. Shout out to Mr. Ian Binns. It's a very familiar name. Have we spoke on Instagram before, Ian? Have we spoke? For the $19.99 super chat. Thank you, bro. Big up, man like IB. Big up, fam. Tony Berry for saying it's your life. Shout out to Tony Berry. I'll be getting the brother back on the channel very soon, Lord willing. Shout out to Tony Berry for saying it's your life. Theo, Thomas, Obstacles to Opportunity. That's a brother right there. Shout out to Obstacles to Opportunity. Good brother. Amazing brother. Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels. Yes, indeed. I will get back to you about Sao Paulo. Oh, yes, please do, man. Please do. That'd be fantastic, Ian Binns. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you, brother. Awesome. Man, I'm loving this stream, man. I really am. Okay, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna go on for half an hour more. I'm gonna end the stream. This is the last stream of the year, so please feel free to call in. There's a lot more space in the panel. What was I going to touch upon? What was on the list? What was I going to? I've lost my train of thought.
Where we want to travel next year? Where we want to avoid? How many?
Yes.
How many men we've saved from Keisha?
That's a good point there. That's a very good point. So looking at my analytics, right, I see a lot of men who are in their 50s and 60s, okay? And throughout the year, I spoke to them on a one-on-one basis who are worried about IP. Am I too old to travel? Am I too old to find the woman of my dreams? I'm scared about the IP. Can I compete with the brothers who are in their 30s, 20s, and 40s? It pained me, okay? It really pained me. And, throughout the year and the months, brothers saw men like themselves with beautiful young women. Case in point, Andre and Andrea from Love Crossing Borders. When I interviewed those two couples who are Colombian, with his Colombian girlfriend, American brother, that kind of helped, that showed older black men, that too can be you. That too can be you. And I brought on another brother, the dude who wrote the book, Yellow Passenger, Black Cabs, or Black Passenger, Yellow Cabs, right? And he's in his 50s, right? And he has a wife that's much younger than him, okay? He's currently dealing with other women as well that are much younger than him. So brothers who are old, don't worry about traveling as a young man's game. You can still get that young, beautiful woman, okay? So in Japan, we see in Colombia, it's all over the world. It's only the Western culture that shames upon everything, okay? You can still do it. You can do it, okay? So keep your head up. So, I also you want to speak on that for a bit before I go?
Yeah, let me go and speak on that real quick. Guys who are listening to that, if you're older like myself, I'm 49. I have about 3 months to go before I hit 50. It's dating someone younger abroad isn't an issue. When I was in Brazil this year, I was dating a 22-year-old, a 26-year-old. I have a matchmaker I have two matchmakers in Ukraine. They're actually not in Ukraine right now, but they give me matches to Ukrainian women. One of them, like 2 days ago, just sent me an email. A woman is a widow and thought her husband died in the war and thought it'd be perfect for me and sent me the photos and everything, introduction. She's 25 years old. She's exactly my type, to 100%. And I just want you to know, like, the opportunities are definitely there. You just have to make sure you keep your money up, be responsible, don't have a decent career like that. But even if you don't, if you're like under 100,000, but you go abroad and you set yourself up in another country like the Philippines, could be Slovakia, could be Thailand, could be Brazil. The opportunities for dating are pretty much endless. So when I was in Brazil, I was 48 years old, and again, dating a 22-year-old wasn't anything unusual. It was easy. They didn't care. It was like that simple. And they're not trying to finesse you. Of course, I paid for dinner, but it wasn't a big thing. So guys, if you guys older who are having trepidation about this, don't worry about it at all. Again, I'm Gen Xer. I have a lot of Gen Xer friends who are still single women. And I'm like, I know what you did in high school. I know what you did in university. Bye. You deserve being single. Yeah, I have no mercy for you at all. That's it. You thought that the good guy would wait around for you? No, we have a passport. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Amazing. Legend. And that brings on to my other review as well, in regards to the type of woman that brothers liked more in 2022. What group of women did you find an attraction to based on my streams and based on my intel? And the woman that you started liking less. So let me go first, right? I'll start with the negatives. So throughout 2022, after doing so many streams and getting more intel about foreign women, the woman that I started liking a lot less was white women. It really was, right? And there's just, for me as a black man, right, and seeing how the white women behave in the UK, I'm not saying all white women are like that, but when I put a white woman, right, the top tier white woman next to a Brazilian woman, a top tier Japanese woman, a top tier South Korean woman, she really can't compete. So I found myself, I know I've been brainwashed by Western media. They will show a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Becky, blah, blah, blah. But over the time, when you get more knowledge on different cultures, like Kazakhstani women who are absolutely gorgeous, half European, half Asian, why are we hyping up these white chicks as if they're some sort of second coming of Christ, And I think a lot of brothers who I spoke to on a personal basis in the UK, that, I'm not really into those white chicks like that IP, And that was a huge waking point for me. Now, I did interview some white chicks in Germany, but they weren't necessarily white. So the girl that loved black men in the group of 3 women, she was half Italian, half Iranian. That's why she was beautiful. She had that Iranian mix in her. The other chick that I dated that was blonde-ish hair, she wasn't actually white. She wasn't white German, but she was German, right? So, and in Vancouver, I interviewed a Ukrainian woman, but Ukrainian women, they're different. But even still, that when I put a Ukrainian woman to a Brazilian woman who's black, and a Japanese woman, and a mixed race black woman, and a Kyrgyzstan woman, white women don't really compete like that. So my love for my attraction to white women became less this year, but my attraction towards half black, half white, half black, half Asian, my Blasian queens, went up exponentially this year. And particularly black women, Brazilian black women. Like, I've always liked my black woman, but my love for foreign black women has increased this year. Like, if a foreign black woman that fulfilled my requirements came to me tomorrow, I'm wifing her up. If she's a virgin, feminine, submissive, and my wife up. Plus, she's black too. She's of my culture, you know. So my love for a black woman, and particularly, of course, a Japanese woman, it went up quite exponentially this year. For Japanese women, the love for it was very high, brothers. But after the Patreon streams and Theo telling me the real truth that they might have some SCX workers in the past, or don't believe what they say. Some Japanese chicks do really freakish-ish in the past. And here in the Patreon, I was like, she did that? Are you kidding me? You smashed her in the stairway? You smashed her on the stairway in a hotel lobby? The Japanese chick allowed you to do that? I was like, okay, I gotta be careful with these Japanese chicks. They ain't as innocent as they seem. So my attraction is still there, but kind of decreased a slightly bit. But my love for half black, half German and Blasians went up. I went to Germany this year and I saw the most good looking half black, half white chicks in Germany. And no one pays them any attention. Everyone's too busy chasing after the German white girls and the Asian women that no one actually cares about the half black, half German chicks. They were more likely to be virgins, have a low body count, and cooperative. So my love for them went up as well. So I'm gonna go on to Blue Dude first, right? Your attraction to a certain group of women, who was it that went low, and who was it that went high as well? So 2 questions for you, Blue Dude. Mr. Blue Dude. All right, he must be sleeping. So Mr. KW leaves America is probably going to say Japanese women are the lowest on his list now.
Nah. I mean, I appreciate Theo and a couple of you guys for clearing it up. I had a feeling it was partly the visiting thing, and it seems like Shibuya is not the move, but also the mass stuff. But to answer your question, I went through this phase of where I was going to be traveling for the first time. I was going to Thailand and Philippines, and I think I had been watching Zoom to Thailand or whatever it was, but I started getting a huge liking for Asian women, and I was so excited to be going out to Thailand. I had a blast in Thailand. I mean, Thailand was awesome, but there came a time where I was in the club and full of Thai women, all beautiful Thai women around me, and this Russian woman walked by me, and my eyes were glued to her, from right, a full scan from right to left, and I knew I was in the wrong country. I knew I was in the wrong country. And from there, I mean, I went to Estonia, just all these other places like Latvia, where there was a lot of Russian women. Unfortunately, you can't go to Russia, but I mean, I think that's my calling. I think Russian women are my true calling.
Amazing. Thank you for your honesty there, KW. Mr. Fives, who did you like the most this year, and who your love for a woman, how did that decrease this year for a particular group of women, Mr. Fives?
So this year was weird for me. First off, I went through the passport rage finally this year. And this is coming from a man that was stationed in Germany for 2 years. But the reason why is because I went to Panama. And to answer your latter question first is that I went and saw a lot of women with my skin complexion, that high yellow kind of caramel kind of brown skin, right? And they were not only fit, friendly, cooperative, submissive, all that good stuff, all those things in a bag of chips, but they were also extremely accommodating, and they were happy with very, very little. I mean, if you take a girl in Panama to, Starbucks, you would have swore you took her to Disneyland, right? That's how they operate there. And that kind of decreased my love. I mean, for all American women, of course, I came back a completely different person, but more so, Caucasian, Nordic country women and things like that. But my answer is definitely biased because I have no idea what Asian women are like. Next year in 2023 will be my first time in Asia. Technically, I've been to Guam, but Guam's were like, I asked the people there, it's like, yeah, a lot of the Japanese, a lot of the Chinese, a lot of the rich Thais, they come to Guam to vacation. No, you need to actually go to Japan. So that's why I'm going to Japan next year, because I don't know what the Asians are like. I really don't know. So that's why I have a biased answer for that.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Fives. And Fives, remember the tasks I told you to do? If you can send me a DM on Instagram, please. Don't mention it here. But what we discussed last week, bro, can you let me know any update on that, okay? On Instagram only, okay? Thank you, brother.
Yep,
Much
you'll have one by
appreciated.
tomorrow.
All right, thank you, brother. Awesome.
Right.
Let me go to Mr. Young Byzantine. And before I do so, let me give a huge shout out to the brother, Mr. John G, for the $50 super chat. John G, thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciation, brother. I all but given up until I ran into the stream being 57. I went and got my passport. Life is good and going to get better. Yes, indeed. Lord willing, speak it to existence, man. Holy Spirit, yes, indeed. Thanks for the intro to Theo and his IT program and the community of like-minded brothers. Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you too, bro. Lovely hearing this, man. 57, hasn't given up. And I pray that he meets his 23-year-old beautiful dime, that's Brazilian, and then she, of course, bathes and moisturizes him before throwing the box at him, okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, bro. So, Mr. Young Byzantine, you're up next, brother.
Okay, so I'd say the group of women, I suppose, that I've got less admiration or appreciation for would probably be Western women, specifically American women, just because I've seen over the past year how they've just kind of diminished and, just wanted to quote unquote cancel any sort of masculine man or male figure that, speaks up about any sort of, traditional value or anything like that, like without even listening to them or hearing them out, which is like kind of insane. Like it just kind of reassured what I already knew and just kind of made me like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna, if I want to have a family here, I can't marry in the Western world. That's not going to work. Kids are not going to work. So that whole thing has just kind of been written off. I've kind of just made peace with that at this point. I'm not really, interested in trying to make that work. But the one group of women I'd say I have more admiration and appreciation for would probably be, in particular, Filipino women, mainly just because I've been talking to them more often online. And that's been kind of the thing that's kind of awakened me to like, these women are amazing. These women are great. They're sweet. They're kind. They're, traditional. They're just, and they're girly too, which is, underrated. Like a lot of Western women don't understand what being girly is anymore. I don't think so. It's just, I don't even, I'm at a loss for words with how much I appreciate that. But that's pretty much my 2022 in a nutshell.
Okay, awesome, brother. Awesome. Let's go to Mr. Dems Wood. Theo has gone to the dark side. Oh, Darth Vader. Oh, Mr. Dems Wood. You're up next, brother.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm already on the dark side, IP. So Theo, join in. The women who I dislike the most, man, of course, it's British women, man. I don't like British women. The bottom of the barrel. There's no benefit of dating or marrying Western women. Like IP, let's do a cost benefit analysis. What are the benefits of dating and marrying a British woman?
I guess she can make us some tea and crumpets and scones and biscuits.
Dead food. What else, IP?
A benefit of marrying an English chick is that she can make us egg and baked beans.
Dead food. What else, IP?
This is super hard, bro.
See, there are no benefits. All risk. So, man, Western women in general, they're just a extremely bad investment. Extremely bad. I don't understand any self-respecting brother who would work hard, go through university, go through certifications, would want a Western woman when the writing's on the wall. So my least desired women are British women, but Western women in general. I am completely done with Western women. I've accepted that, and I'm time to move forward. Now, women who I'm interested in terms of foreign women, are I have a list actually. I know I viewed the Patreon content, but I still have to put Japanese women at the top. I know that it was reality shattering, but Japanese women, they're still marrying black men. The information I've obtained just allowed me to be better prepared. So I'm in terms of Japanese women, yeah, they come in all flavors, but I want my Japanese black women. Those are the one. Theo, if you're listening, I want Japanese black women. I want my Japanese sisters. After that, I want my German black women.
Okay. So your love for them went really up this year. Fantastic, Thomas. Fantastic.
Yes.
All right, Thomas. If the only way I get you to Japan is if I have to go there to find you a Blasian, I'll go to Japan and find a Blasian, kidnap her, and then you can come over. It'll be good.
Yes, I'll use instant transmission.
Okay.
Oh man. So, Mr. Theo, you're up next.
All right.
Woman that you like less this year, and who you like the most this year, your love increased for.
Of course, I'm very active in the Black manosphere in the States. So let's just say, Black ABW level for me plummeted to a level I didn't think could ever hit. I didn't know it could hit that low. And that was after Kevin Samuel's death and continuing afterwards. It was, it's a serious low level. But on the other side, or they say in Japanese, otagai ni, or it's oppositely, my appreciation, the group that I want the most now is the Afro-Latina in Brazil. I didn't even really know they existed. I kind of know about them just a little bit. I never really met them in mass. I met so many of them in Sao Paulo. I was totally in love with them. So they are absolutely amazing. I'm infatuated with them. If I wasn't involved with Ukraine as much as I am right now, I would probably go 100% Afro-Latino, just to be honest with you guys. They're just mystical, feminine creatures, dark, wonderful, lovely. So I like how they act, I like the culture, the food, the whole kabang. So again, any ladies watching this, it's not the skin color, ladies. It's how you act. It's straight out how you act.
Absolutely, man. I think a lot of BWs in our community would say that, we're colorist, we only like, light-skinned women. I don't think so.
No.
If you're acting a fool, you're gonna be treated like a fool.
No. Yeah,
it's all about attitude and how you actually move. Your respectful, submissiveness, femininity, and not being rude. You're gonna see a big change in the dating scene in the West, but they want change.
So I just want to say real quick, I gotta drop. My iPad's gonna get out of energy. I was shopping for food, so I'm at Whole Foods right now. So great year. Again, hats off to you, IP. You did a really great year. Looking forward to an even better 2023. We're gonna rock it, and we're gonna be lethal next year. So looking for something wonderful. I gotta drop. See you guys later, right?
Oyasumi Nasai. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Oyasumi.
Thank you very much, Theo. I'm gonna wrap up in 5 or so minutes, man. It's been a great live stream. Great review, fantastic review, brothers. Amazing, man. Wow. Looking forward to having an explosive 2023. May it be our best year yet. I'll be doing a stream next week where we'll be setting the agenda for 2023, minus for meetups, streams, countries we want to travel to, etc. We'll be doing that. Looking forward to it. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone, those who have supported. Even you've supported by, commenting. You supported by, commenting in the live stream chat on the video when it drops to my channel, super chat and cash app in, likes. If you've done that, you are legends to me, and I appreciate that big time. Okay. So thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you to Theo and all the incredible, intelligent brothers. I'm going to wrap up in a minute or two. I hope that this year was great for you. May next year be the best year of your lives so far. If you're going through a terrible time, rest assured that, pain is temporary. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You are going to be great. You will do great things. Keep your head up. Okay. You can do it. Okay. Believe in yourself. Okay. And keep thriving. Okay. Never back down. Study hard. And like I told you, the theme of 2022, Thomas, remember that, Thomas? Consistency and what was it again, Thomas? Consistency and and execution.
Yes.
Okay.
No. It was plan. No, it was plan, analyze, execution, repeat.
Yeah. So consistency and execution. That was the theme of 2022. When you start something, you execute, and you are consistent in that execution. Don't stop until you finish what you started. Like Thomas here has achieved many great things in the IT space. Okay. Recently got a new cert. He started doing his cert and he finished it by executing and being consistent in studying and doing the exam. Okay. That is what we're going to continue in 2023. We must execute and we must be consistent. When you start something, you finish it. Okay. That's what men do. Okay. So please don't back down. Okay. Let me read this super chat real quick. Shout out to Mr. Techino, and I'm going to end the stream in 3 minutes for the $5 super chat. Thanks for the work you do. You are an inspiration. Landed my first cloud job this year. Money for travels, man. Thank you for the kind words, bro. I'm so happy for you. See, that is what makes me want to continue doing this YouTube channel. It doesn't pay much, doesn't pay the bills, doesn't pay for anything substantial. But when I see super chats like this, when I see the support, when I see words like this, yeah, it is worth doing what I do, man. Changing the lives of Black men. Okay, I can't do it all by myself. I'm only an individual amongst billions of people, and I want to make a positive impact to those around the world, particularly Black men, particularly conservative, straight Black men. And I think I've done a good job this year in 2022. So Techino, looking forward to hearing you being promoted in 2023 into a senior position, or even getting a better job, earning crazy amount of money. You want to say something, Thomas?
I'd repeat what you just said about the type of Black men for this channel.
We want to, the type of Black men for this channel, conservative, straight Black men.
IP, say that again, because I didn't think the back of the class heard you.
Conservative, straight Black men. Conservative, straight Black men. Conservative, straight Black men. This is your home. You ain't gonna be scared about, I can't speak my thought. I'm not a liberal IP. I don't believe in all this craziness happening in the world. You can speak your mind. That's why we have the Patreon and the Facebook group. This is a home. This is your home for that particular type of brother. This is your home. Okay. And this is originally what I created this channel for. Educated, conservative, straight Black men. I don't give a damn what anyone feels about that. If you're a ninja watcher, If you're a Keisha watching and that offends you, good. I'm happy it did. Okay, this ain't for you. It's for the right thinking black men, because the right thinking black men are the ones that will move mountains and do great things and become the next Elon Musk, the next Bill Gates, etc., etc. And Thomas, Lord willing, will become one of them. Okay, so we're rooting for you, Thomas. We're rooting for all the IT brothers in this space, and keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. Okay, brother. All right, awesome, man. All right, awesome. All right, brothers, I'm going to check out right now. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you have a great upcoming year. This is the last stream of the year. I may drop a short clip tomorrow, a video clip about something on the channel. Watch it. But this is the last stream of the year. And I will see you, brothers, in 2023. Okay? Congratulations. And let's do great things in 2023. Thank you, brothers. And peace out. Thank you very much, brothers. Take it easy.